Hi guys, it's Lily. I'm having a really bad fibro day today and it's making me really grumpy. I really want to do some art stuff and it's stolen most of the use of my right hand and my right arm, so I can't do any like art stuff because I'm right-handed. I'm left-handed for... well, not left-handed, but I'm ambidextrous for writing. Although it will look like a 3-year-old wrote it, I can do it. But for art stuff, I'm right-handed, so that sucks big time. But I'm not telling you that because I want your sympathy. I'm telling you that because that's why I'm making my video, is that it will cheer me up. Because for the most part, I can use left hand to do a video, so you know, life gives you lemons and all that stuff. Yeah, anyway, I was going to tell you, you know, you've seen that I've bought books, hardback books, to take apart, and that was how I made my art journal. Last night, I think it was, I finally got round to gutting these. I picked most of these up. There's 10 here. One of them, this top one, is one I picked up in Poundland, and it was in one of my hauls. It's nice and thick spine. But all the others, the other 9, were from a charity shop, and it was on a deal. It was 3 books for £1, so I scoured the hardback section to see which ones I could, you know, gut and repurpose. So I just managed to pick up all of these in different sizes. So anyway, so they were 3 for £1. I took them up to the till, you know, to pay. And I had 9 of them, so I was going to spend £3 on these books. And the guy said, "Oh, you can have all of them for £1 because we've just had another huge box of books delivered as a donation, and I don't know where I'm going to put them all." So how chuffed was I to get 9 journal covers and the innards for £1? But they've been sat in the doorway of my studio, getting in the way, and last night, in between making dinner, I had something that could, you know, sit for a while, and I thought I'd gut these, so I got my, oh, come here, just a little like Stanley blade type thing, you know, one of those. It fits nicely in your hand as well. You know, when my right hand works, then it fits perfectly. It's nice and chunky. It's not flimsy. I struggle with the skinnier ones. So, and this was a Poundland job as well. So it does what I want it to do. And I just cut out the. Hang on, let me move these. I'll show you on this one. Yeah, I just cut the book block away. I'd sort of nicked this a little bit, but it doesn't go all the way through. There's only one that I messed up because the timer went on the oven, and it was this one that I took a chunk out of. But I'm thinking with some chipboard or something inside and then duct tape, you know, I could probably repair that. As long as your signatures are stitched up here and not down there, then it shouldn't be a problem. So I've chopped all of those up. I'll just move. Got to learn to do things differently, one-handed. There we go. So I've just, you know, I've chopped those up. I didn't keep all of the innards because, quite frankly, I've got nowhere to put them. But I kept 4 of the book blocks because they were different sizes and different colours. And different fonts. I thought this could be quite interesting. This one is a recipe book, so that could come in handy. This one was an autobiography, but it's got nice small text in it. so that would be handy for background pages or whatever. And then this one, I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera. It's pretty dark here today. Maybe I should have put the light on. It's nice and yellowed, or getting nice and yellowed. Hang on. There we go. Right hand manage that a little bit. You can just see that it's yellowed around the edge, and then it kind of fades out in the middle. So there we go. Those 4 passed the test. All the others went into the recycling bin to be reused. So yeah, I've got 10 other journal covers that I can play with. And in the mail today, I'm quite excited. Look what I got. I have some metallic watercolours. These came from a eBay seller. They were in the States. I don't know if lots of people have seen these over there, sorry. Yasutomo. Yeah, I don't speak Japanese or whatever that is. Can you tell? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to giving those a whirl. That's one of the reasons why I'm grumpy, because I wanted to play with them as soon as they arrived this morning, and I can't. And the other thing I picked up, which I'm super excited about, this was an eBay seller as well, but this was a UK seller. If you see these in like Hobbycraft or somewhere like that, they're a lot more expensive. These were only £9.41 or something. It was a strange price, but I know it was under £10. I'm sure it was £9.41. And they are the... Hang on. I'm a bit all over the place because I can't like zoom and stuff how I ordinarily would. Right, it's upside down, but it's a Daler Rowney, whatever you want to call it. Hang on, let me lift you up. Sorry, I'm a bit wobbly. They're watercolour, but they're tubes. Yeah, anyway, let's put you down and do that before I drop you. So yeah, they're the Simply line, if that means anything to anybody. But there's 24 lots of 12 millilitres or 0.4 US fluid ounces, if that makes more sense to you. So it's 24 colours. Now I've seen just the half pack, the 12 pack, for over £10. So to pick up the 24 pack for under £10, woohoo, bargain time. So yeah, again, I'm in a bad mood because I want to play with these and I can't, unless I'm going to do like finger painting or something. Get really arty with my inner 3-year-old. Yeah, and just like smear it around with this hand or something, I don't know. I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow. It's really damp and raining and wet and horrible at the moment, which always sets me off. So I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow so I can play with these. But the main reason I picked these up, aside from the fact that they were a bargain and I don't have anything like this, is because I want to retry that background, watercolour background that I did. You know, the one that was Shannon Green's original baby, and I tried to copy it. Somebody on Facebook suggested that it didn't work how I wanted it to work because I'd used kiddie grade ones and they're not pigmented enough. Had I tried liquid watercolours, and at the time I couldn't find any that didn't cost a lot of money. So that's how, you know, I came about getting these, and I'm going to give it a try, maybe on one of those that I've just showed you, I'm not sure yet, or just ordinary paper or whatever. But I'm going to give that another go. I'm going to try and pick up some plastic pipettes. I found some on eBay for like £1.39 for 10 or something. So I'm going to grab some of those, and when I'm able, I am going to give that watercolour background thing another go and see how we get on. So keep your eyes peeled for that video. So yeah, that's it for that. And I also wanted to show you the other pages that I've done in my art journal. Let's move that out of the way. Looks a little different than the last time you saw it, doesn't it? I'm doing a swap with a lovely lady called Corey. Hi, Corey. With grown-up colouring pages. She bought a ton of books in Barnes & Noble, I believe, which we don't have here. I'm pretty sure we don't anyway. And they're all like the doodles and the mandalas and all that kind of stuff. And she was going to pick up the tattoo ones as well, but, you know, she'd already bought quite a few, and you know what it's like, you've got to rein yourself in somewhere. So we were talking about it. She posted a picture of all the goodies that she picked up. And I said, oh, I've got the tattoo ones, because they did two. I've got both of those, so I'm happy to photocopy them and send you some. So she's going to send me some of the grown-up colouring pages that she's got, and I'm going to send her some from the tattoo books. Well, I've got one of those 3-in-1 printers, you know, the scanner, the photocopier and the printer. Excellent, I thought. I know what I'll do. I'll just scan in the colouring page and it'll print out, and away we go. Wrong. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just being stupid or what, but I cannot get it to line up properly and print the whole damn sheet, because this is how it printed out. This was one of the better ones. Some of the others were, you know, all over the place and wonky, and yeah, just, you know, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. They weren't salvageable. They went straight in the recycling. But this one, it's obviously supposed to look like this side, and it just cut off that bit. I have no idea why. But as it turns out, it fitted perfectly on the front of my art journal. So instead of chucking it out, I just used my glue stick to stick it down, which I was quite surprised by, because I coated it, if you remember. I coated it with the matte medium stuff. I don't think it would stick, but it did. So I stuck it down. I've used some alpha stickers, just used some marker pens to let's try that again, to colour in some of it, just the roses and the little birds, swallows. And then stuck the year down there. I've got a feeling this will be volume 1 of several, because it's starting to get chunky monkey. So when I get my hand back, I will use some coloured pencil and just give the skull and crossbones a little bit of colour, and then I will seal it with it'll have to be the gloss medium, because I chucked the matte medium out because it just didn't look right. So hopefully that will work nicely. So that's what I'm doing for that. But I've done a couple more pages, and if I can just turn you around a bit. There we go. I'll show you what I've done. You've seen those. This one, get my dressing gown out of the way. This one I just added the hexagon punches that I have, and made another flower to go with that. I still don't know what I'm doing with this page, and quite frankly I don't care. It's just like a mess around kind of thing. But I've got these kind, which is very handy when you have stupid hands that don't want to work properly. So I've got that size and I've got this size. So that is what made this. Then in our Facebook group, the weekly challenge was to put hearts in your journal. So I did a page in my normal journal, and then I did this page in my art journal. I'd gone through some of my old magazines and cut bits out, and that's what I've stuck in here. So that came out of an art magazine, craft magazine, sorry. And this one, it says love, and those are actually cushions, and I cut that out of a supermarket magazine. And same with this one. These were stamps, that one, this one, which I can't really show you. Hang on. Is that better? Well, anyway, it says good for a kiss anytime. Yes, no, don't know. Then this here, this love, is a rub-on. So that was a second attempt with a rub-on. This is a foam heart on top of a paper heart. I put some paper down in the background, 2 different kinds from the Heidi Swap stack that I got and showed in a haul video a while ago. And there's some heart washi tape. This is a Prima stamp that looks like washi tape, as is this one up here. And then did a bit of stamping across the top, so it was a bit of a mismatch, but I think it came out quite well. And this was a little puffy heart that I was given by a friend ages ago, so that got stuck in there as well. So there was that, and then most recent one is this one that I finished yesterday. Hang on, let me see if I can move you to make this a bit easier to look at. It's not the best video, guys, but I'm trying, okay? These two backgrounds are the gelatos that I bought. They were, trying out those. That was my first ever Greetings Farm girl stamp that I got. And I just went over the background with the white Wink of Stella pen that I've got. So it kind of muted out the colour, but it's given it like a shimmer. And then around her glasses, a little bow, the lace on the bottom of her shirt, and on her flip-flops. Let me see. Hey, look at that. Right hand's good for something. Woohoo! That is with a white Signo gel pen. I doodled around it with one of my Papermate flares, just some fabric tape I put there. This was like a little, oh, what are they called? Come on, brain. Like a post-it, like a little post-it note type thing, and it had journaling lines over here. So then I stuck this over the top, which was my other background. This was the first one that I did, actually. You probably all know by now that purple's my favourite colour. So I used purples and blues, blended them out with a baby wipe, and it came out really nice. And I used my new Jenny Boland stamp that is in my scrapbook.com haul. I don't have it to hand right now, but I'm sure you can look back on the other video and see. And then I used the Avery Elle alphabet stamps. Stamped it out onto the Dotty card. Can I reach that? Yes, I can. Whoops. This one, which is the double dot by Bo Bunny, and this is the Concord double dot. I stamped out the word art on there with a black archival ink pad, because that's what I like to use, and then just went round it once I'd stuck it on, went round it in black pen. And then this one is, I think it's called Plum, and it's like my new favourite colour of ink. I'd bought them ages ago, well before we moved, and then we had to obviously pack everything up, and I completely forgot that I had this particular colour, so I opened it and now I'm stamping everything in that colour because I love it. So that's what that was. Then I've got this other little girl stamp. She's not a Greetings Farm one. I can't remember where she came from now. But she was just off of eBay. I thought she was really cute, so I coloured her in with my flares. Stuck some heart stickers there, drew round her. Ooh, you're about to fall off the desk. Hang on. Right, stay. And then just used alpha stickers to put rain or shine. These were blue heart stickers, like these, in blue, like these. And I just cut them in half to make them look like raindrops. These are the chipboard thickers that were in my scrapbook.com haul video, and I've gone around it with my white Signo just to make them sort of stick out. These ones down here are Poundland ones that I've shown you, and these I need to put something to seal that down as well. They're like temporary tattoos. Hang on, I'll just grab them. Oh, they're these. They came from Primark. They were £1.50 for the sheet. And down here was a big triangle, so I just cut that apart because I saw, it was mainly these sugar skulls actually. I saw them and I thought, oh, they'd look great on a journal page or a book cover or something, journal cover. I wonder if I could do that because, you know, they're supposed to be, you know, like the temporary tattoos that you had as a kid, you know. You cut them off, you put them on your skin, you wet it, and it comes off. Yeah, I've got real ones. I don't. That's the new one that I got on Friday. That's for my husband because we got married in 2013 on the 4th of September. So yeah, 2013, and if you add 4 and 9 together, you get 13. So that's the one I got for my husband a day before Valentine's Day. So yeah, anyway, off on a tangent. I wasn't going to use the sparkly metallic tattoos because I have plenty of proper ink on me. But I thought they'd be great for journal pages. So that's what these are. It did cause the ink to run a little bit here, but it doesn't matter. It was just trying it out, to be honest, and it worked. It worked quite well. So there's those, and then these came from Hobbycraft. I think they were in a video, and I've put some white Signo around it as well, if you can see that. So yeah, I basically didn't know what to do with this background, and this was on a A4 sheet, so I just cut it up and rounded the edges, and I'd already stamped it and stuck that on and everything while it was in A4 size, and I thought, well, yeah, it's pretty, but what on earth am I going to do with it? So I ended up cutting it out, and obviously I'd done her, and then I'd stamped her, and then, you know, it kind of came to me, oh, you know, rain or shine, always art. So yeah, and then this was just a little chipboard flower thing that I picked up a while ago, which I think is really sweet. So that's my little page. Let me zoom out so you can see. There we go. So that's that page, and then this is the other one I've done, you know, because I'm a goth. I've been a goth since I was like, I don't know, 8. You know, it's in my blood. It's not going to ever change. Doesn't matter what colour I wear, you know. It's what I gravitate towards, you know. It's always going to be that way. So I have a CD-ROM. I believe it's Debbie Moore, and it's called like Twilight Queen or something. If it was to hand, I'd show you, but I can't remember where I put it. I think it might still be by the computer. So I printed some of those off because I'm doing a swap with Cindy. Hi, Cindy. And she likes goth stuff too, and her favourite colour is purple, like me. So I printed out some of these for her, and I printed out some for me to go just, you know, in journals or whatever. And this is what I ended up doing with it. So this here, hang on, let me see if I can move you with this hand. There you go. This is part of the 8x8 black scrapbooks that I got in Hobbycraft at half price. And then I've just got the pretty ladies cutouts and different sort of gothy type washi tape, which I've dotted around the place. My favourite one, or my favourite two should I say, is this one with the skulls. I love that. And then this one with the cats. So there's that, and I've put the purple in because this lady down the side here has got a beautiful purple dress on. So the purple just kind of pulled it all together a little bit. I'm thinking of going in with my Prima chalk ink edges and changing out this colour because it doesn't really go. Because I don't want to get too much on my die cuts, I'm going to have to wait until I get my hand back for that. But I'll sort of put the charcoal one in here. I have done the edges on the white. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's a good shot there. There we go. I've edged it in the charcoal chalk edger, funnily enough. So I think I might use that and sort of just fill in some of these areas, or I might have a go with these in like that nice, if you can see it, that, come here, that bottom one there, it's like a nice sort of a cutery colour, or this one. So I might play around with that in here and see how I get on. But that's it. That is how I'm getting on so far. So yeah, that's about everything I've got to tell you right now. No, that's it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, but there isn't. Okay guys, I will catch you later. Like, comment, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in a later video. Bye guys. Hi again. Just really quickly, I forgot the other thing that I wanted to show you, so I'm just going to add this on to the other video really quick and show you the other thing I picked up because I think he's adorable. Let's move the camera a little bit. There we go. Look at him! How cute is he? He's on top of a pen and he's a little plushie. His eye is dangling off. And he's lost his other eye, bless his heart. So I need to do a little bit of DIY on him. I actually quite like the fact that his eye's kind of dangly. You know, he's falling apart, but he still looks happy. I'd like to think he's kind of like me, you know, falling apart, but I try and look happy. I don't know whether I will give him another eye or whether we'll just leave him as this one. And I'll put some extra thread in there just to make sure that he doesn't lose this eye. But he's in a really awesome multicoloured floral print, and he's got these pretty bead necklace around his neck, and then he's sitting on top of this pen which writes in black, which is excellent because that is the colour I like to write with, and it's covered in ribbon. And when that pen runs out, then we just need to do a little bit of surgery. I might have to anaesthetise the poor dude first, because, you know, that's got to hurt, right? Remove said stick and said pen and pop another one up there. Yeah, don't worry, I'll make sure he's out for the count and doesn't feel a thing. So yeah, this little dude, they were supposed to be, I don't know, on 50 or something, but the lady let me have him for 50p because of his eye situation, you know, and the fact that the other one was missing. And I wasn't going to argue with that, to be honest. So 50p for my new little friend. He doesn't have a name yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to call him, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you my new little friend that sits on my desk and helps me write stuff down. So from me and him, we will see you later. Bye.